Hello everybody, welcome back to the best laps grid season of 1990. Alessandronannini there on pole in his Benetton, alainprost alongside Ayrtonsenna way back in 14th, having retired on lap 3 of the real life race, so not having had much time to set a lap time, but Nannini leads away well, and Prost is having to defend from riccardopatrese. But that Ferrari does have a bit of overspeed once he gets into there, so Prost is able to successfully defend. Ayrtonsenna not really made any ground at the moment. We come down into Tosa, and this is just the game mechanics, so yeah, not much damage done there by those cars going to hit the but Prost is going through on Nannini, and alainprost is going to take the lead here in Imola. So alainprost into the lead of the San Marino Grand Prix. Then you have Alessandronannini still in second place, so already lost the pole position, but he'll be happy enough. Prost needs to win. He's only got 3 points so far this season. Nannini has got none, so those two are fighting over, really trying to get their seasons going, and Nannini trying to repass Prost, so that Benetton clearly does have some pace, but Prost made the most of the opportunity down into Tosa, and Prost has the lead. Patrese is now applying all sorts of pressure to Alessandronannini. Those two Italians battling over second place, and Patrese almost goes into Nannini there, doesn't quite, and Nannini still holds on to second place. Yeah, Patrese's not dropping through, that's just a few cars that have dropped out, briefly being classified ahead of him while the computer sorts itself out, and Nannini taking a rather novel line there to try to retake the lead, but it doesn't work for him, and Prost holds on. Prost still leads as we come towards the end of lap 1 of this San Marino Grand Prix. Nannini is in second, riccardopatrese is in third, and having another look at his countryman for second place, Nigel Mansell is fourth at the moment. I think Piquet has managed to pass Berger, so Piquet up in the 5th place, Gerhardberger down into 6th in the McLaren, so really poor weekend for McLaren, only 1 point from Gerhardberger at the minute, and I think we'll have a look in a moment to see where Senna is. Hasn't made any progress, maybe he could be up in about 10th place, but we haven't checked in on Senna for a while. And there is Patrese now under pressure from Nigel Mansell, so the attack is coming from Mansell there, and Prost still there. Mansell going round the outside, can't find a move there, and at the moment Patrese's position is secure, but Boutsen is 7th there, you can see him. Look at this, there is Senna all the way back in 15th, so Senna a long way back. Absolute nightmare weekend for McLaren, only 1 point they're on 4 at the moment, but it's Prost who is leading very nicely, and then Nannini, and Nannini is trying to come back through. Nannini has found some pace in that car, rides the curb, that's not going to help his car surely, but it was a very bouncy curb, so not just a gentle run across it there, but Nannini doesn't appear to have affected him. He is still up and challenging alainprost. He wants to try to get this victory back for himself and for Benetton, and it would also help him put one over on his teammate nelsonpiquet, who is only running 5th at the moment. So, well, what a race we are seeing here. We are seeing Prost having a fight off Nannini. Not that many moves so far, but there is certainly a major prospect of moves, and surely someone is going to make a move sooner or later, and Nannini trying for that lead again. Again, it doesn't come off. Mansell's still in 4th behind Patrese. Then you've got Piquet and Berger. They are in 5th and 6th positions there, but it is Mansell chasing Patrese still for 3rd, and then Prost leading now onto what is the final lap, and Nannini again riding the curbs hard as he tries to find a way to repass that Ferrari and give himself a home victory. And then Boutsen is in 5th, Donnelly is 6th. So what's happened to Piquet and Berger? They have disappeared. They must have collided. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see what happened to those two after the race. So we will look back at the replay of that one. But for now, we are watching Donnelly's Lotus pressuring Boutsen's Williams, and Mansell's Ferrari pressuring Patrese's Williams. So there is a lot at stake here. Both Williams are really under pressure now. Mansell is turning the heat up on riccardopatrese as he tries to make it 2 Ferraris on the podium at the San Marino Grand Prix, and Boutsen is having lots of problems with Martin Donnelly now. That Lotus wasn't on Boutsen's tail earlier, but he certainly is now, and I think Williams are really having problems. They're starting to drop off. They can't maintain the race pace for the entire race. Prost certainly is maintaining this pace, as is Nannini, and they are trying everything on each other, but Prost just needs to defend. What can happen here? Well, Patrese's got a slide on, and Patrese has gone wide, and Mansell is through. Patrese finally cracks under the pressure. Will he be able to defend from his teammate? He might even inadvertently bulk his teammate and let Donnelly through in a 5th here. Well, that is 2 Williams having a bat on the Lotus, and Nannini this time half slides, trying the same line again to try to pass alainprost. and it hasn't worked, so Nannini will have to settle for second, but will it be second because Nigel Mansell is applying pressure? This race is not over yet. Prost leading it, Nannini still in second, splitting the Ferraris from that 1-2, and that will remain the case. He holds ahead of Nigel Mansell. Prost wins, Nannini second, Mansell third, and really not very much at all between them at the end of this Grand Prix. Patrese does hold on for fourth place, Thierryboutsen in fifth, and then Martin Donnelly taking the first point of the season for Lotus in sixth place. So a good performance from him, and well, what a race this has been. And if you have enjoyed it, please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is free and it really helps the channel out. And please feel free to check out some more of my videos here as well. So here's the results then. Prost winning from Nannini, Nigel Mansell third, Patrese fourth, Boutsen fifth, Martin Donnelly sixth. Horrific weekend for McLaren with Senna finishing in 11th and Berger retiring from the race after this moment. So Piquet there, he is in fifth place at this point and coming out of the chicane, and Piquet just loses it, and Berger, look, loses it in sympathy, trying to avoid Piquet. I think Piquet got going again and but still finished way down the field, and Berger just couldn't get going. So Berger, this was his moment. He was out of the race after this. Here is the championship order then. Senna leading Prost, Berger and Mansell. They're all quite tight together, and so it's shaping up very nicely for the rest of this season. Then you have Alesi and Donnelly 11th and 12th. There is the constructors, McLaren and Ferrari, again pretty much together. Williams and Benetton establishing themselves in third and fourth. And so that ends a fantastic weekend of motor racing here in Imola. I'll see you again soon. Take care.